today's candidate on the DC side is dear sweet Sinestro.
Yeah.
Beans, you go first. What would you change with Sinestro?
With Sinestro, this one was tough for me. This was tough. Both of these characters that we picked were tough. Because, what I said, because one of his main things is he wants to pretty much just show the Green Lantern Corps that his way is the better way.
He does.
So I would actually like to see that play out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He did it for his home planet and a little bit of his own sector, maybe. But I would like to see that on a more like galactic threat, right? So I'd like to see him be in charge of several solar systems. Maybe he's forced the Green Lantern Corps out completely of those sectors. Mm-hmm. And I would just like to see what those planets look like and how they're run by him on that level, because then it gives the Green Lantern Corps something more to fight for, right? And maybe you can even show that some of these planets actually prefer the Sinestro Corps over the Green Lantern Corps, because I think that would be interesting too, and be like, oh yeah, fear is better than willpower, and it would just, because let's be real, the Guardians are turd burgers most of the time. Those guys are old, senile turd burgers.
Their perspective is
old,
not super helpful.
No,
in most instances
they have made mistakes lots of times. So
anytime you self-appoint yourself, let me try that again. Anytime you appoint yourself to a role and give yourself a particular title, problems are going to follow you.
For sure.
Especially when you just say, hey, so we're the Guardians of the Universe. That's us. And everybody's going, why? You? Why?
Why you blue, small, white-haired old man.
Like your blue Yodas?
Yeah.
In appearance? That's it? Do we know? We just are. Okay? Yeah, there should be more questions asked at that point.
Yeah, so I would like to actually see them have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because then maybe, it would be kind of satisfying to watch Sinestro be right just a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
It gives him more validation for him as a leader and as a member of the Corps. So that's what I would have.
That's perfect.
For Sinestro.
No, that's perfect. We are, this is the first time I think this has happened. We are almost 100% aligned here. We are reading each other's notes. My thing for Sinestro, very similar to you, not a thing that you said that I disagree with. I want Sinestro to win. I do. I want him to freaking win. Here's the deal. Sinestro is one of those villains, okay, that's not a chaotic persona for chaos's sake. He utilizes fear, has embraced it, and turned it into a tool because he genuinely believes it is the most effective tool to creating safety and peace in the galaxy. Now, that's a misguided perspective, but he is all in on it. And so he is totally, in his own mind, justified in every action that he takes. And it's why he is more than willing to align himself with just these freaking beasts that are attracted to the idea of a Lantern Corps based on fear, because there's plenty of minions within his, as he styled it, the Sinestro Corps. It's the Yellow Lantern Corps. But, again, interestingly enough, similar to the Guardians of the Galaxy giving themselves their title, Sinestro said, no, it's not the Yellow Lantern Corps. It's the Sinestro Corps. So, yes, his hubris runs deep.
He did make it, in a sense. You got to give the evil mustache guy some credit. He did do it.
I'm just saying, not the most humble of characters.
No.
But he is sincere in his beliefs, and I agree with you. I think it would be a lot of fun to watch a lot of fun to watch the Green Lantern Corps be the rogue Corps. See the Guardians just get smoked. You have your handful of Green Lanterns that are still out there, perhaps trying to resuscitate the Corps, but they're being actively hunted by the Sinestro Corps and attempted to be weeded out, right? So almost a little evil empire rebellion action going on there, but let Sinestro be the big dog. Let him and his Corps be more powerful, get the Green Lanterns on their heels more than a little bit. I think we need to see Sinestro win.
Yeah, because even from my research, when he built the Sinestro Corps. It's not like he started going back to conquering planets. He went right after the Green Lanterns. Like, he built up an army to go after them first, thinking that it would be better to take them out before actually going for the conquering.
Yeah.
So,
and part of his long game in that effort was prior to the emergence of the Yellow Lantern Corps, okay, a Green Lantern was not permitted to kill. It was a restriction to the point of if a Green Lantern attempted to kill another sentient being, their ring would automatically deactivate and would not reactivate until that Green Lantern had presented themselves before the Guardians, pled their case, and the Guardians said, okay, well, you can have your ring back on now. Okay, so it was that strict of a policy. Sinestro's posture was, hey, the Guardians are doing this out of fear. They're afraid of killing. So even though they say willpower is all, they're actually acting out of fear. I'm going to prove it. And he did, because he put so much pressure on the Green Lantern Corps, because his Sinestro Corps was just, they had no such rule. They're legitimately killing Green Lanterns left and right. It's an absolute bloodbath and beatdown. And the Guardians go, all right, well, we got to rewrite our rules. Tell you what, you can kill. And then Sinestro was like, boom, I win. You lose. You gave in to fear. You decided you could kill. You're no better than me. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. And also, like all great villains, there's a lot of truth in what he's doing. You know, just enough to make you think and go, oh, farts. This guy's got a point in some ways. I don't want to be on his side. But he's clever. He's a clever little SOB. So that's great. All right, one thing we would change about Sinestro.